Dreamsettler is an upcoming sequel to Hypnospace Outlaw. Hypnospace was released in March 2019, and is an alternate history late 90s internet simulator, though if you are watching this I'm sure you have already played or at least know what Hypnospace is. The sequel Dreamsettler was initially revealed on April 5, 2022 alongside Slayers X. Since the initial reveal trailer and a very brief in-game showcase, there hasn't been any real openly shared information on the game. As 2024 begins, I would like to go over what we know about the game so far, not just from the reveal trailer and showcase but also from some other comments made by the developers on Twitter and Discord that you may not have seen. This video should be spoiler-free from the original Hypnospace Outlaw, though I do strongly recommend you play it as it is a great game. First, I'm going to quickly replay the short reveal trailer before going over what is on it. This trailer doesn't actually show too much besides how the game will look. There are some pages that are shown very briefly, but I don't think it's really worth going in depth on them right now. After the reveal trailer in Hypnospace, next we are given a short showcase and more in-depth look at how the game will work. This screenshot gives 3 important pieces of information of how this game will differ from the original Hypnospace. Dreamsettler will be set in an alternate history, from 2003 to 2005. It will be interesting to see how the game will end up taking place over the course of 2 years. The 1999 part of the original Hypnospace only takes place over the course of 2 months, using several time skips to jump from act to act. So perhaps something similar will be done in Dreamsettler. This is a very exciting feature to be announced. There will be 2 page builders, one that works in-game for this feature and another more complex one for developing purposes and likely modding as well. Here's a tweet from the creator Jay Tholen showing what it looks like. Here's the page builder, by the way. This is the fully featured dev version. We'll be making a simplified version for the actual gameplay. The content on this page is meaningless, don't read much into it. And here is another image of the page builder. It looks like it will be called the Page Genie. There is also a special markup language that was created for it called STML, or Sleep Time Markup Language. The final piece of information shown here is that you're an internet detective. This means the game will likely be played differently than the original Hypnospace was. In Hypnospace you played as an enforcer and had to hunt down rule breakers based on cases you were assigned. I imagine it will be similar, but if I had to guess, instead of being assigned cases, people will send you emails and you'll have to find what they are looking for online. Another interesting thing about the emails shown in the short showcase is that you'll apparently be able to actually send replies to them. Here Jay is telling Zane no to his job offer for cover art. I asked about how this would work in the Discord, and Mike, one of the devs, clarified. We have a clever way to handle this kind of thing. Can't say more about it. It's not AI. I'm glad it's not AI personally, so the game will be able to work offline. I am however very curious what their clever way to handle it is. Now let's focus on what can be found in the Discord. I spent a few hours digging through the official Hypnospace Discord to see what other information on Dreamsettler I might be able to find. The biggest thing in the Discord is a blurred image of the game sent by Mike for someone's birthday, and here is a closer look at it. Obviously there's not much to tell from here because it's so blurred. It's clearly showing the desktop with some applications open. On the bottom left is the jukebox, to the right of that maybe some sort of video player. Above that in the middle looks like it might be the email program. Geotrax on the Discord asked if there will be album images attached for songs due to the large picture screen on the jukebox, and Tetranimike confirmed that there will be. Here is the image with some sharpness applied. Maybe it will make it easier to make some things out, but I can't really notice anything new. Another thing about the lore is that if you zoom onto the headband on the floating head logo thing, you can read the word Somnius. Here is that explained by J. Tholen. One of them says the Somnius system is the package containing the headband, the Somnius SleepyNet system OS, and a SleepyNet subscription. Dreamsettler is a page building, sharing, networking service on SleepyNet run by Somnius. The other says Somnius SleepyNet is the headband unit and networking service, and Dreamsettler is the GeoCities type service on SleepyNet. So Somnius is the company behind the sleep time software and hardware, it seems. From some other tweets it is said that Somnius also has non-sleep time products and is likely like a Trenisverse equivalent to maybe Apple or Microsoft. Finally, we might be able to get an idea of a release date using some Discord messages and tweets made by J. Tholen. While I can make a guess of a year, there is no confirmed release date or time frame, and while I want the game to come out, I also want to wait and make sure it is the best it can be. Here is a message from J. Tholen in 2022 saying that Slayers X will release 2022 and Dreamsettler the next. We now know, however, that Slayers X was actually released in 2023 instead of 2022, and at the time of writing this there's only 3 days until 2024. Here's a tweet saying that they've spent the past 2 years mainly just working on the operating system. And another from August 2023 saying still no real gameplay in the game yet. But we have tons of music either complete or almost complete. Given from these tweets and messages, and that it took about 4 years for the original Hypnospace to be developed, I'd give an estimate that the game likely wouldn't even be released until late 2024, maybe even sometime 2025 at the latest. I think they are just now starting to work on the internet part of the game, as from them showcasing their completed page builders that'll be used for development. Moving to Twitter, there have been several tweets made from the devs that show random parts of the game in its development. Here's a tweet showing a spreadsheet reader and localization testing. Up close we can see a few new desktop applications that are in Spanish. Buzón in the top left of the ones showing in the bottom means mailbox, so this is likely for answering emails. Below it is Nexo, which is Nexus in English. This is the Nexus browser where you browse the internet. Below that is Genio de la ... This translates to genius of the ... While it says genius, I think this is actually the page genie or page builder from before. It shows some code brackets and backslash and a genie lamp. To the right of that is the Biltera, which means wallet. The Z symbol with lines is likely the icon for the currency used. Not sure what a specific wallet application would be used for though. Besides the desktop icons, I think the text in the open window is just a placeholder. In this tweet, Jay shows off all of the side projects that are organized using a tool called Trello. These are all the sub-projects we're working on for Dreamsettler. Albums, animations, etc. About 1/3 of these are mine and the other 2/3 are from collaborators. A scary amount of work for a game that should probably come out within the next year or so. Weird smiley face emoticon. This is using a tool called Trello to organize the different side projects. We can see that it's organized into 5 categories of ideas: pre-production, in others' hands, in Jay's hands, and done. Outside of that there's not really any information to get from here, as it is all completely blurred. This is an image of a tool Jay was using to write pages and ideas for in Dreamsettler. The tweet was just him recommending the program called Zim used to create it. What we get from here though is names of many of the different zones or the Dreamsettler equivalent to them. Number 1 is Settlers Park. We have an image of that from the reveal trailer. This will probably be like Hypnospace Central and Hypnospace. It says it's 4 official pages, partner/ad pages, news, and shops. Numbers 2 through 5 Carpe Diem, Echo View Alley, Camp Rowdy, and Plug City are unknown though. You can speculate what they might be, but I have no idea personally. Here's a short clip of the cursor snapping Jay posted that the other devs were working on. In this short clip we can see two interesting programs, Plox and Flops. The TIL. In a Twitter reply, Jay said that the Plox icon is temporary and has nothing to do with what it actually is. This was a tweet Jay sent out looking for people that were great at animating vectory Flash-esque stuff. Jay has confirmed quite a few times, I believe, that there will be a new Grounds-like page or site in Dreamsettler. So far one of the big animation-like things that has been confirmed is Checkimation. Here is the tweet from the artist behind it, Hrab. I believe Checkimation will kind of be like a real-life anime equivalent in-game. In the reveal trailer we are briefly shown a little Bobby fan page which is part of Checkimation. And here's a quote retweet from Jay Tholen explaining kinda what it is. You can only see this at the moment by looking closely at screenshots, but one of the quirks of the Hypnospace / Dreamsettler universe is that Checkimation is massively popular worldwide. This clip is from one of its big formative 1980s series that captured folks' imagination. Okay, and finally is the weird mention of a tiny town called Texarkana several times from Zane on Twitter. In real life, Texarkana is a small town with less than 40,000 people, that's half in Texas and half in Arkansas. As you can see, for some random small town, Zane has mentioned it quite a bit. I'll go over each of the tweets mentioning it. Here Zane is talking about how the Chowder Man went nuts after the Texarkana stuff, however we don't know what happened there. In this thread Zane is talking to someone from Canada, or what he calls the Canadas. I might go into the Canadas in a separate video, but for now it's odd that he brings up both hurricane machines and Texarkana. And for this last one, the person Zane was replying to deleted their tweet, so we don't know the context. However, Zane mentions how it's mostly crap movies now, not a lot of concerts. My theory for all this Texarkana stuff is that perhaps it used to be a place for concerts, specifically Chowder Man concerts, and after a hurricane or something there he went crazy. The comment about the Canadas and hurricane machines in that one tweet is very bizarre though. Well, that was all of the stuff I could find on Dreamsettlers so far. If you have found anything else, feel free to leave it in the comments. Otherwise I'm down to make some more videos about Hypnospace and Dreamsettler as well, just let me know some ideas. I'm very much looking forward to playing Dreamsettler when it releases. Thank you for watching. If I don't see you again, then have a good life.